Good evening, virtual pilgrims, and you join me live from the Pilgrim Coach, and just to prove it, here's a cheer from the pilgrims. Hooray! Now you've met them all. We've spent the day in Bethlehem, and what an extraordinary day it's been. We've been encountering the incarnation, the heart of our Christian faith, that God came to take human form in this very place, in this very city. And we've done that as we celebrated the Eucharist on the Shepherd's Field, and as we've been to the Church of the Nativity. We've also been to a couple of things that have helped us to experience the living stones. We've been to our guide's parish church, and we've been to a hospital. It's actually in many ways not been that easy a day though. In order to get into Bethlehem, we had to cross through the great big ugly security wall. We've heard many stories about how local Palestinian Christians are leaving Bethlehem and leaving this area, moving to all sorts of other parts of the world, and how fragile the church is now in this part of the world. We've seen many incidents in which we've seen people's poverty and the hardness of life here in Bethlehem. But of course that is precisely the point. The incarnation is not about Christmas cards. I know we're all used to those lovely images of Jesus sitting and surrounded by the beautiful light with nice cleaned animals and lovely people standing all around him. The reality is that Jesus was born in the midst of the muck and the dust and the dirt of human life, in tough times and in a tough town. And because we've experienced that ourselves for today, so we've experienced the reality of the incarnation. Today, God in Jesus locates himself amongst the poor and the forgotten and the marginalised. And into those situations, he brings hope. We know that he's the hope of the world because he brings that hope where that is most needed. That's what we've experienced today, and that's why we've really encountered the incarnation. So our pilgrimage continues. We're travelling now back to Jerusalem, and we'll see something of the city of Jerusalem tomorrow. So join me again then.